Hey, everybody, I'm Damon Moore. And when you're in the early stages of launching your company or your product, one of the most important things that you can do is identify your competitors because it's your potential customers who are going to be comparing the value of your product or service to the value of the product or service that your competitors offer. The act or process of identifying your competitors and evaluating their strategies to determine their strengths and weaknesses is known as competitive analysis. Be careful not to fool yourself into thinking that you already know your competition. Many entrepreneurs make the mistake of thinking that they're already familiar with all their competitors. At best, they know the main competitors in a particular field or industry, but there are many competitors that they may not know anything about. So what you want to do is expand your awareness of competitors and potential competitors. Here's how you do it. Survey potential customers. During the planning stages of launching your business, you should survey your potential customers. For example, as part of my law practice, I regularly talk to potential clients who have divorce or custody matters. Depending on the nature of the relationship I have with potential customers, I may ask any number of questions about other competitors. Sometimes I ask potential clients questions about where it is that they currently obtain the service or product that I'm providing. And if the client hires me, I use follow-up questions to measure the effectiveness of the services that I've provided. I'm always looking to measure the level of satisfaction that the client has with my firm. And we're always trying to identify ways that we can improve on the product or the service that we're offering. Review your competitors' advertising and marketing. Do an online search to see what's being said about your competitors. David Rose provides some specifics in one of his books. He says, determine what value your competition is offering. Identify the major points of differentiation between your product and your competitor's product, and observe potential marketing weaknesses. It may also be a good idea to attend events at which your competitors hang out, things like trade shows or conventions or conferences or business forums. Please note that if you take this approach, you want to make sure that you're not sacrificing time that could be spent with potential customers. One of the problems that I notice that lawyers have is that they spend too much time around other lawyers and not enough time around potential clients, because it's the potential clients that are going to keep you in business. When people get around people in their own profession, they tend to do things that are aimed towards satisfying the group more so than doing things that are aimed towards satisfying the customer. So you want to avoid that. It could also be helpful to join industry associations. Industry associations are a great place to learn about your competitors. They're also a great place to learn about the needs of your industry, other programs, and other networking opportunities. It is important to learn as much as possible about both your competitors and your competitors' business models. Understanding your competitors' business models will help you get a feel for what's ahead. There are several techniques that you can use to learn information about your competitors. For example, you could visit your competitors' companies. You could visit a competing company either in person or online. It is useful for you to directly observe what your competitor is doing in the marketplace. You can make that observation from the perspective of a customer. When you view a competitor through a customer's lens, you can get a feel for what it is that that competitor has to offer. You can get a feel for that competitor's product, a feel for that competitor's service, a feel for that competitor's marketing and customer relations and other things. Another thing that you could do is interview your competitors' customers. If you're able to find people who've used your competitor's product or service, then you can ask those people about the experience they had with that product or service. You could ask a set of questions. How did you hear about company X? Why did you choose company X's product or service? What did you like about company X? Is there something that you did not like about company X? What would it take to get you to switch from company X's product or service to another company's product or service? Another thing that you could do is read reviews. You can usually find reviews of a company's product or service online. Now, if you have a limited amount of time to review those reviews, then I would recommend that you focus in on the 3-star reviews. The 1-star reviews don't tend to be very good. I've found in my own observations that a lot of times the people who are doing the 1-star reviews haven't even purchased the product. I've, I've, I'm I'm amazed at the number of people who do 1-star reviews and they acknowledge that they haven't even uh, spent any time with the company's product or service. A lot of times they're mad because the person didn't respond to them quickly enough, or some other thing that causes that 1 star. On the other end of the scale, sometimes your competitors will ask people to give them 5-star reviews, and that happens often enough to make the 5-star reviews a little less reliable. But the 3-star reviews tend to be very good indicators, because for the most part, a company's not going to ask a person to give them a review if that review is going to be a 3-star review. And the 3-star reviews tend to contain both positive and negative thoughts about the company. Another thing you can do is talk to past or present employees of a competitor. Now, sometimes you have to be careful about what it is you are saying to a present employee. But typically, someone who's worked for a competitor or who's working for a competitor is a great source of information about the competitor's products, services, management philosophy, and a whole host of other things. You could also examine a competitor's hiring tactics. If your competitors are hiring, then you may benefit from an investigation of their hiring tactics. Let's talk about some next steps. Competitive analysis helps you identify and understand your competitors. Identifying and understanding your competitors is an important piece in helping you gain the love and affection and dollars of the market. If you have other questions, then send me a comment. Be sure to like and subscribe. If I look at the comments and I see themes begin to develop, then I'll be sure to post other videos that are on this topic. Until then, take care and tool up.